Hello, I'm Ray here and you're watching Moto NZ. This is a GPS tracker and that is a Triumph Street Triple RS. Alright, so this is a GPS tracker. This is Sizzapp. This is more than a GPS tracker. They say that this will give you location data on your motorcycle, routes, notifications, tell you speed, battery level, 24/7 protection, driving behaviour, movement sensors, and the list goes on. Sizzapp. 24-month warranty, no contracts, no monthly fees. It arrives in a box and it's got two wires to wire it into your bike and it's nice and easy. So let's wire it into the Street Triple and see what happens. Okay, so we open up the box. We've got some instructions, we've got some stickers, and we've got the device itself. This is it. Two wires, power and earth, and the device with a sticky pad on the back. So that there is going to hopefully tell me where the bike is at any one time. Now this connects to an app on your phone, and the only way that there is to connect it to the app is the IMEI number, IMEI number. Inside here, and I opened this the other day, so I'm pretty confident that I can open it without getting in trouble. It's a pretty tightly weather sealed box. Inside here is the technology. So you've got a SIM card here, you've got some processing, some cell stuff, and a little micro USB for servicing or programming it, I guess, but it's got nothing to do with standard usage. And then this case is empty, but it does have a blue gasket around the outside, so it is waterproof. I don't know if it's been IP rated or anything, but you know, how much water is it going to see under the seat of a motorcycle? So the trick, I guess, is installing this and putting it somewhere that somebody that potentially steals your bike can't find it and remove it straight away, because as soon as it loses power, I'm pretty sure it's not going to transmit anymore. However, we'll get this installed on the bike, and then in a future video we'll do a head-to-head with this and the likes of AirTags, which I already have on the bike, to see what one is better and if this is stacking up to the claims that they're making. All right, I'll get it on the bike and we'll have a look at it later. Okay, so this is cool. I can hit the Sizzapp Pro app, which is free. It's a free download. And then suddenly, I've got all the stats about my bike. I can see that it's online. The current battery is 12.48 volts. It's 10 degrees outside, which is probably pretty accurate. And on stop, I can only assume that means that the bike is not running. I can set reminders. I can do heaps of stuff. I'm going to have a good old look through this app. But let's have a look at the map. That is where I am, and I'm currently doing 0 kilometers an hour. So this will track whenever we go for a ride, and it gives you so much information. This is really interesting. All right, so let's go for a ride and see what happens. Okay, so just gone for a little ride on the beautiful little Street Triple up this tight little windy road. Let me share my screen and show you this. So what we've got here is the Sizzapp app, and if I go in here and ask for my location, it'll open up Google Maps and give me the exact coordinates of where my bike is. My bike is the red pin and I am the blue dot. So that's cool. Then we can switch back to the Sizzapp app and go through some of the other stuff, like the track that I've just ridden. It's going to write the, if I go, in here we go. So this is the route that I've literally just ridden, and I'm sitting up on Blue Mountains Road. How cool is that? So it'll track a big long ride throughout your day. I feel like I've basically barely scratched the surface of what this app can do and what this device can do. It's a GPS tracker, yes. It's got a built-in SIM card so it can send data back to the app. Great. It's got movement detectors built into it. So what I can do is essentially on a map inside the app, I can geofence. I can draw a circle around a location on a map and say, set up some if, then when kind of rules. Like, if the bike is inside this location, ignore movement. If the bike is taken out of this location, send me a notification. If the bike is taken into this location, send me a notification. If the bike is outside of this location and moves, send me a notification. You can do text messages, you can do notifications through the app, you can do all sorts of stuff. You can set up automatic crash detection. So if the certain criteria of a crash is met, then send a notification to this pre-described mobile number. So my wife's number, for example. There's so much in here that I can do, and I can get it to log where I've ridden and my speed on that ride, but I can also get it to ignore my speed, full stop. I can get it to log things like battery, voltage. So when I started it this morning, it was at 12.5 volts. You can see it went up and down a whole lot there. And then when I finished, it was at 13 volts, and it's just slightly been dropping ever since. That's quite cool from a battery health perspective. I can keep an eye on that. So there's so much you can do. Altitude. What's my altitude? There we go. Look at that. Interesting that I am lower now than when I started, but I guess that's calibration. So that's your first kind of look at Sizzapp. It's interesting, and what I'm most interested about is no monthly fees. Look on the box, no monthly fees, but there's a SIM card built into it. So who's paying for that? A few more questions that I have. If I have one of these and it's reliable enough, do I get cheaper insurance? One thing I didn't mention is I've just parked the bike in the garage here, and not only have I got a notification, attention, slight movement detected, but I got a text message here. Although that reads gibberish, I don't know what that's meant to be saying. The notification saying bike moved is great. It's exactly what you want. So if you've parked it in a parking building, gone to work, and you get that notification, you can run down and see where it's at. We're going to go out, we're going to test this against the likes of existing technology from Apple with the AirTags. We'll see what happens. So I'll share that video with you. Hit that subscribe button and ring the bell. You'll get notifications when I upload that video and more. From this point, at this present point in time though, Sizzapp, I'm intrigued and I'm really liking it. I kind of think this would be almost mandatory on dirt bikes that don't have number plates. A good way to track your bike, huh? If you can install it and hide it so people don't know it's there. Right, like, comment, subscribe. We'll catch you in the next one. Hooroo!